Have you ever thought there might be a better way to live than moving into a nursing home? For many people between the ages of 60 and 85, even the idea of a nursing home creates stress. It can feel like losing control, like the final chapter is being written before you're ready for it. But here's the truth. Nursing homes are no longer the only solution. In fact, more and more seniors are choosing different paths that are not only safer, but also more satisfying, more respectful, and better aligned with how they truly want to live. In this video, we'll explore 7 alternatives to nursing homes. Choices that reflect new ways older adults are living with dignity, independence, and support. These are not just ideas, they're real options people are picking right now. And by the end of this video, you might discover one that suits you or someone close to you. Stay with us until the end, because what you'll learn here might just change the way you think about aging and offer you more freedom than you expected. Some options are simple, some might surprise you, but all of them are designed around one goal, helping you live life the way you want to. And if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss a video. We share clear and helpful content made especially for people in this stage of life. You deserve to have choices, and that's exactly what you're going to get. Number 1, staying in your own home with in-home care. One of the most powerful decisions you can make as you grow older is to remain in the home you know and love, with the right kind of help. Many seniors are now choosing in-home care, not because they are unable to live alone, but because they want to live well. This option isn't about giving up independence. It's about improving it with just enough support to keep daily life comfortable and under control. In-home care can include help with meals, basic cleaning, grocery runs, and more personal care, like help with dressing, bathing, or remembering. Medications. For many older people, continuing to sleep in their own bed, sit in their favorite chair, and water their own garden means everything. It's not about luxury, it's about being surrounded by the familiar. And that can greatly impact mood, mental clarity, and overall health. The emotional benefit of staying in your own home is significant. Research shows that seniors who age at home often keep their minds sharper and experience less depression than those in care facilities. This is not just about habits. It's about how the brain and heart respond to familiar spaces, what feels safe and real. Take Margaret, for example. She's 78. Her knees are weaker now, and she sometimes forgets her medicine, but with a homemade visiting 5 days a week, she's doing great. She still enjoys her morning crossword, watches birds from her kitchen window, and meets a neighbor for coffee every Sunday. What she needed wasn't a facility. It was just a bit of help, right where she already lived. The best part? In-home care can be adjusted based on changing needs. Some start with weekly visits, others grow into daily support. It's flexible, respectful, and deeply personal. For many, choosing to stay at home with support isn't just a preference. It's a way to protect their identity, maintain dignity, and keep the small joys that make life meaningful. A supportive arrangement. Another option gaining popularity is seniors living with their adult children, but likely not in the way you might assume. This is not about giving up independence or becoming a responsibility. Instead, it is about building a supportive, two-way relationship that benefits everyone involved. When done thoughtfully, multi-generational living brings comfort, care, and meaningful connection into everyday life. It allows older adults to remain actively involved in their family's routines without feeling isolated or dependent. You might help care for the grandchildren, share your experiences, or simply offer a calming and warm presence that helps balance a busy household. From a psychological view, this kind of living setup can greatly reduce feelings of isolation and bring back a sense of purpose. It is not just about being around others, it is about feeling needed, listened to, and truly valued. And that emotional connection is more important than many people realize. But here is the important part. This kind of arrangement only succeeds when boundaries, space, and mutual respect are clearly understood. The most successful situations happen when each generation respects the other's lifestyle and needs. You are not moving in to be taken care of. You are moving in to be part of a shared life. Let me give you an example. James, who is 81, moved in with his daughter after his wife passed away. He lives in a separate space above the garage with his own entrance, small kitchen, and daily routine, but he also enjoys dinner with the family when he feels like it, attends his grandson's baseball games, and shares time together without losing his independence. For James, that changed everything. On the financial side, these living setups can also relieve stress for both the senior and the family. Living under one roof helps reduce household expenses and, in some cases, can qualify for government support or tax relief. But more than money, there is peace of mind that comes with knowing help is nearby if something unexpected happens. If you are still with us and finding this helpful, comment number 2 below to let me know you're watching. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I encourage you to do so and turn on notifications so you will not miss our next video. Your support helps us keep bringing you helpful and meaningful content. Now, let's move on to number 3. Aging in place with smart home modifications. One of the most effective ways seniors are avoiding nursing homes today is by staying in their own homes. With a few smart upgrades and practical planning. This is not about refusing to change. It is about adjusting your environment so it helps you, not works against you. More seniors are now installing stair lifts, non-slip floors, walk-in tubs, support bars and lights that turn on with motion sensors. Not because they are giving up, but because they want to stay mobile and safe while still living independently in a space they know and trust. This is a mindset shift. Aging in place does not mean ignoring the changes that come with age. It means preparing for those changes so you can keep enjoying your life the way you choose. Technology plays a big role too. Voice-activated assistants, emergency call systems, smart doorbells with cameras, and automatic medication dispensers are now part of daily life for many older adults. These tools are not luxuries anymore. They are practical solutions that support dignity and safety. On a deeper level, aging in place protects something incredibly valuable: your sense of identity. You stay close to your own belongings, familiar sense, and personal history. You sleep in the bed you have always known. That sense of continuity provides stability in a way no institutional environment ever could. Take Linda, age 79. After a fall, she decided to renovate her home. At first, she felt uneasy, as though it confirmed she was growing old. But after just a few weeks, she shared how much more confident she felt. She could take a shower without worry, move around without needing help, and carry out her day with assurance. For families, supporting someone's decision to age in their own home can be a powerful expression of care. It says, "We respect your choices. We believe in your ability, and we are here to support you in living where you feel most like yourself." This option is not always the most convenient, but it is often the most meaningful. With the right planning and assistance, aging in place helps bring back something many older people quietly miss: control. Shall we keep going? Number 4. Multi-generational living with clear boundaries. Another alternative that is becoming more popular, especially in closely connected families, is multi-generational living. But this does not mean moving in with your children and simply becoming the default babysitter or household helper. The important word here is boundaries. When approached thoughtfully, living with family can actually make relationships stronger instead of putting strain on them. It offers daily companionship, shared duties and emotional support that is often missing in more formal care settings. But without clear structure, this arrangement can lead to stress, misunderstandings, and a loss of personal identity. The most successful examples begin with open conversations. What does each person expect? Who will be responsible for certain tasks? What private space will be set aside for the senior? Just as important, what times or spaces are off limits for others? Think of it more as co-living than caregiving. In these homes, Seniors often contribute by helping with small chores, sharing their life experience, or simply being a calm presence in a busy home. They are not pushed aside. They are included. Take Mary, 83. After her husband passed away, she moved in with her daughter and son-in-law. But she did not fade into the background. They helped her create a private space with her own routines, invited her to participate in decisions, and even made her the official bedtime storyteller for their children. She says she feels valued, not overused, supported, not controlled. From a mental health perspective, multi-generational homes can help seniors stay emotionally connected and feel a strong sense of purpose. But it takes effort from everyone: respect, communication, and the willingness to make adjustments when needed. This is not about going back to how things used to be. It is about building something new, one that mixes tradition with today's understanding of healthy boundaries and emotional balance. If you are still watching and found this part helpful, please comment number 4 below to let me know you are here. And if you have not subscribed yet, I suggest you do and turn on the notification bell so you will not miss upcoming videos. Your support allows us to keep producing valuable content that informs and encourages you. Now, let us continue. Number 5. Independent living communities with on-demand support. Many people believe the only choices in later life are either staying at home alone or moving into a nursing home. But there is actually a middle ground. Independent living communities provide freedom, along with support when you want it, not constant oversight. These places are built for older adults who mostly manage their lives on their own but want a living environment that recognizes and supports this stage of life. You live in your own space, often a small apartment or cottage, but you have access to help when you choose to use it, not because someone is watching over you. Meals are offered, but not required. Social activities are available, but only if you are interested. Need help with errands or minor medical issues? It is just a call away, but no one is hovering. That is what makes it appealing. The real advantage is the community itself. Loneliness is one of the quietest threats in older age, not because it causes harm overnight, but because over time it wears down joy, confidence, and even the immune system. Living around others in the same stage of life can replace that isolation with shared memories, shared conversations, and a renewed sense of belonging. And do not let the word community make you think these places are all the same. Some focus on fitness and outdoor living, others on the arts or creative learning, and some on personal growth. You can actually choose a community that reflects your interests, not just your age. Ron, age 78, used to feel trapped by retirement. His children lived far away, his wife had passed, and his house began to feel more like a cell than a comfort. After moving to a community that had a woodworking shop, nature trails, and a weekly movie night, he told me he had not felt this energized since his 40s. He still does his own shopping and cooking, but now he does it after a morning walk with friends and a coffee someone else made. These communities are becoming more common because they offer something older adults have always valued: freedom, dignity, and meaningful connection. It is not about losing control. It is about growing it, with a safety net there just in case. That is the shift we are starting to see. More seniors no longer asking, "Where do I go when I cannot be alone?" but instead, "Where can I go to live my best life right now?" Number 6. Aging in place with smart home technology. There is something deeply comforting about remaining in your own home as you age. The walls hold your stories. The garden still grows. Flowers your spouse once planted. Everything feels familiar, just the way you prefer. But the reality is, staying at home used to come with concerns. Falls, missed medications, and the quiet worry about what happens if something goes wrong. They are not like the old days where something happens and no one is aware. That is changing now. Thanks to today's smart home technology, staying at home as you age is no longer a risky decision. It is quickly becoming one of the safest and most practical ways to grow older with confidence. And this is not just something for tech experts or people with big bank accounts. The latest tools are built to be simple, affordable, and quietly effective. Let us talk about fall detection systems. Forget those old, bulky emergency buttons you had to wear like a necklace. Today's systems can be placed in walls or ceilings. They track your movements and can alert a family member or emergency service if you fall. No button needed, just quiet, watchful safety. Then there are medication reminders. They can speak to you through your smart speakers or even give you your pills at the right time. If you forget, your daughter can get a text so she can check in without needing to constantly remind you. Smart lights turn on when you step into the bathroom at night, which helps reduce the chance of falling. Smart thermostats make sure your home stays at a comfortable temperature. There are even fridges that let you know when food is close to expiring. This is not about taking away your independence. It is about making it stronger. Harold, 81, lives alone after his wife passed away. His son worried about him staying by himself. But once they added a smart hub, motion detectors, and a medical alert watch, everyone felt more at ease. Harold did not feel like he was being watched. He felt respected. And that is what matters most. You are not giving up your privacy. You are gaining back freedom. You are not just getting by on your own. You are living with self-assurance. That is the strength of using today's smart tools to stay where you feel most at home while still being safe. If you are still watching and this video has been useful, please comment number 6 below so I know you are here. And if you have not subscribed yet, I suggest subscribing and turning on the bell icon so you do not miss out. Your support helps us keep creating content that informs and encourages you. Now, let us continue. Number 7. Intergenerational living communities. There is a quiet shift happening in how older adults are choosing to live. And it is not about isolation or silent buildings. It is about building connections. More and more seniors are moving into intergenerational communities where people from different age groups live together. Not in separate towers, but in neighborhoods made for real conversations, shared moments, and daily connection. These communities are built to bring people together through shared areas, shared meals, and shared activities. Picture living next door to a young teacher, a college student, or a single mom. Someone who might lend a hand with groceries, share a meal, or simply sit and chat. In return, your stories, your life experience, and your company give something steady and meaningful to their lives. This is not charity. It is not about relying on others. It is a two-way exchange. Take Joan, 76, for example. She moved into one of these communities in Oregon where high school students live in nearby dorm-style housing. Every Thursday, she leads a small poetry group. In return, the students help her with tech issues, change light bulbs, and introduce her to music she had never heard before. She says it brings her energy back. These neighborhoods are built with spaces that invite people to connect, community, gardens, activity rooms, libraries, and walking trails. There are no cold, empty lobbies or locked doors that keep people apart. This setup does more than just lift the mood. It actually supports brain health. Studies show that older adults in these environments have a slower decline in memory and report much less loneliness. And for the younger ones, they grow more thoughtful, more steady, and more aware of life beyond a screen. This kind of living is not about stepping away from the world. It is about stepping back into it with purpose. So if you feel like you still have a lot to offer but are unsure where it belongs, this might be the path. Because staying connected is not just a nice idea in later years. It is actually healing, and sometimes the best kind of care is not found in a bottle. It is in shared laughs at a dinner table. Final thoughts. Getting older does not mean letting go of your freedom or self-respect. Many people quietly worry about ending up in a nursing home. The silence, the routine, that feeling of being placed somewhere rather than truly seen. But today's options show us there are different ways forward, ways that respect your choices, your energy, and your history. Whether it is co-living with close friends, settling near adult children but with your own space, joining a senior village, bringing in help at home, becoming part of a multi-age community, or simply moving to a better-suited neighborhood, there is no single perfect solution. But one thing connects them all: the wish to stay human, involved, and in charge. You have come too far in life to give up your say too easily. So ask yourself, which of these ideas speaks to you the most? Which one brings a little sense of peace just by imagining it? Because the aim is not only to live longer, it is to make sure those years still feel like they belong to you. Thank you for spending time with us today. We would really like to hear from you. Leave a comment below and tell us one thing you learned today and how you plan to use it. Your thoughts matter, so feel free to share them. Reading your comments gives us new energy and ideas. If you found this video useful, please like, subscribe, and share it. Your support allows us to keep making content that helps and informs. Thanks again for watching, and we hope to see you in the next video.